Welcome to From the Game to Grace, the podcast where real life begins after the final whistle. Hosted by Jarius and Candace Hayes, a former pro athlete and his powerhouse wife. This show dives deep into what happens when the spotlight fades, the crowd goes silent, and the real work begins. It's not just about football, it's about faith, identity, marriage, mental health, family, and learning how to grow through what you go through. From championship dreams to personal heartbreak, Jarius and Candace don't just talk about it, they've lived it. So if you're navigating a new season, wrestling with purpose, or just trying to hold it all together, you're in the right place. Let's get real. Let's heal. This is From the Game to Grace.
We are back again from the Game to Grace, and I am your co-host, Candace Hayes.
And I'm Jarius Hayes.
And listen, today we're going to talk about some more things about adversity. Yeah, you can have victory in areas, and then something else can hit. So we're going to talk about something else that hit us, something that hit Jarius, something that hit our family. So we're gonna talk about that. So now, Jarius, that you played, you came back from adversity, you came back, and now you're going into your next season with the Arizona Cardinals, and you hurt yourself. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, like I said, I signed back with the Cardinals in the summer of '98. I played that whole year. We made the playoffs. We go to the playoffs in January '99. We win one game, and we beat the Cowboys, and then we lose to the next round to the Vikings. And I go through all the offseason and go through all the mini camps and stuff like that. And I make it to training camp. I think it's maybe 1 or 2 weeks left in training camp, and I hurt my ankle. And my mindset is, here we go again.
Yeah.
And I hurt my ankle, and I don't make the 53-man roster, but I'm put on injury reserve for like, I want to say 8 weeks, I think. And on injury reserve, I can't remember all what I did, but I didn't really, you really not part of the team. You come and you get treatment on your ankle and on your injury or whatever injury it is, and you're not practicing. They're not planning on playing you that year. At least that in my case. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of a lonely experience because I would just come to the facility, get treatment, and then I would go home. And
so did you feel like you weren't a part of the organization anymore? Like just
without me saying it, that's the way I felt.
Okay.
Because it was almost like, we're just going to get you well enough and get you out of here. Mm. And that's what they did. Mm-hmm. And so after about 8 weeks, I'm getting paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
As if I'm on the team.
Right.
But after 8 weeks, they released me. And, I don't play that year. And so fast forward to that's 99 season. We get into 2000, fast forward to like the summer of 2000. Like I said, I hadn't heard nothing all from when I got released from 99 all the way to the summer of 2000. I hadn't heard anything.
So what was what was your mindset at this time, not hearing anything and
It wa-
coming off of IR and
It was frustrating, but like I said, I was still working out. I was still in shape, and I get a call. I'm talking about out of nowhere from my agent. Jacksonville want to work you out, and I need you to get on the plane at this time, and they gonna work you out. And so it's like I only had maybe a day to get ready to get on a flight to Jacksonville. I get on a flight from Phoenix, Arizona to Jacksonville. I get to Jacksonville about midnight. And I had to be back up at 6 a.m. to take a physical, and the team's gonna work me out. And so I take my physical, everything good. We run the 40. I take off. I'm running the 40. And a few yards before I finish, I pull my quad muscle.
My God.
And they was like, "Why did you slow down?" I said, "Man, if you know how my quad felt," but I pulled my quad muscle, and I think I was running a good time, and but they didn't tell me what I ran, because when I was running, it felt like just something just it felt like something just grabbed hold to my quad and just
pulled it.
I'm like, God. And but I finished the workout because they had us running past routes and stuff like that. And I wasn't full speed. I couldn't.
You couldn't be at your best.
I wasn't at my best. Yeah. And so workout over, they shake my hand, and we'll be in contact. Which they was lying.
Yeah, just say
that was a way.
Yeah, that's just professional.
That was a way of them saying we're not gonna sign.
You ain't the one.
Yeah, that was just their way of saying. They was just being, what I'm saying.
Yeah, respectful.
I didn't hear anything from them.
Right. Yeah.
And I never get back into the NFL again.
Okay. So how are you feeling now? At once, with that being, your dream, of getting there, and all of these adversities, you get up and you have a good season, and then you get injured, and then now it's just like, okay, this is it.
Right.
Was that your, how did you process that? And here's the thing, you came so far. You came from, college football,
small Division II school.
Yeah, Division II school.
7th round draft.
Yeah, right. And then getting all those awards and all those trophies and everything, and then and then it's a small percentage of people that make it to the NFL anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
So now that you made it, and that was your dream for so many years,
right.
What is going on in your mind now?
My mindset was, okay, God, what's next?
Yeah.
Because I had pretty much came to grips with I wasn't playing anymore. And
that's okay.
And I was, I ain't gonna say I was fine with it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will say, it wasn't nothing that was unbearable, or it wasn't nothing that was, that I wasn't able to live without. You know what I'm saying? Did I still want to be NFL? Of course, but that's just something that I had to overcome. You know what I'm saying? And cause see what had happened is, because I wanted to accomplish more than what I did, and a lot of times you're focused on what you didn't accomplish instead of focusing on what you did accomplish.
That's good. That's good.
Being thankful for what you did accomplish.
What you overcame.
Because even though I didn't accomplish a lot like I wanted to, it was still, I still made it to the NFL.
And you got your 3 years in, your 3 seasons.
Yeah, and I still was able to do something that most people don't get to do.
Absolutely.
And so my focus was on that more so than well, you didn't play a long time. Well, you didn't do this or you didn't do that. And now as I look at the issue with concussions and how concussions had affected a lot of NFL players, and now that I look back on it, I'm still not glad that I didn't play long, but I'm thankful that I was able to, I got out of the NFL and I was still in good health, and everything on my body was working well. So,
Yes.
and so,
Thank you, Lord.
and it was, for me, as I look back on it, it was miraculous for me to even make the NFL anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, it's easy to focus on what you didn't accomplish. You know what I'm saying? But just be thankful for what you did accomplish and how God's hand was on you for however long you stayed in the league. It was God's doing anyway.
Yeah. It's His grace.
It was His grace
His
anyway.
grace.
So nobody want to stop playing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I came to grips with it. I wasn't depressed. Did I think about it a lot? Of course, but I wasn't depressed. It didn't hinder my day-to-day, what I did on a daily basis. I wasn't moping around or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just tried to just stay thankful, because, and that's how you just overcome a lot of adversity where, okay, God, I didn't get to accomplish this, but I'm thankful that I got here. You know what I'm saying? I may not have a house, but I'm thankful I have an apartment. I may not have a brand new car, but I'm thankful I got a car. That's how you got a thing in everyday life. I may not have my dream job, but I have a job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so you just got to have a heart of thanksgiving, because even the little that you may think you have, it's still a whole lot more than what others have.
Yeah.
The little that you have, people dream about getting.
Yeah. That's why we can never put ourselves into comparison. We can't,
Right.
That comparison thing, it's dangerous.
Right.
It's very dangerous, for you to compare, what the gifts God has given you, and then you're comparing somebody else of what God has given them. Like their assignment is for something and your assignment is for something. So we just have to make sure that we're in the mindset of, God, just help me and prepare me for the gift and the assignment that you have for me.
Right.
Where I will fulfill it here on earth, that I leave nothing without fulfilling, the gifts and the callings that you have given me, that I leave nothing untouched.
Because for some people, it's hard to realize something has come to an end.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. And they keep trying to force it. And God is wanting you to do something over here to help somebody else. And you trying to be over here. And that journey of your chapter has ended.
And I mean, what if God,
Yeah.
got me out of football and spared me from getting
Injured.
paralyzed?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I look at all of that. You know what I'm saying? So
and I had a cousin, and because we have a cousin, and I was just telling her, I said, it's just like he'll get to a point where we'll have a really good season, and then something happen, and then we'll get this, we'll get this where we're in a season of like everything is just shattered, and then we'll get to another season where we'll have something really good. And then she says, well, Candy, I am going to pray. And she prayed. And when she prays and when I'm not saying that, we can't hear from God, but when she prays, it's like she has a direct connection with God, I promise you. And so she came back and she went on this fast, I think for like 7 days or something. And she called me and she said, hey. I said, hey. And I knew it was going to be something. I just didn't know what it was. And she says, God spared his life. And I said, what are you talking about? She said, I saw him being taken out on a stretcher and he was paralyzed. And I said, my God. So I'm not even trying to get emotional about it, but, you have to thank God that, my husband came out whole.
Right.
His body was whole. He came out whole. Even with that injury,
Right.
he was healed from that. So
Right.
sometimes we force things,
Right.
and God has another way, another avenue to bless us.
And he was,
Yeah.
that was for protection.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was God's hand and his grace, upon his life. So,
And so,
and here's another thing. You can't always think, it's the enemy, the devil, it's the devil, it's the devil, it's the devil. No, sometimes this is God, protecting you and hindering you from, harm or hurt. So, you have to be mindful. Just be mindful.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And you got to realize too, a lot of closed doors that at the time, it may not feel good that our door's been closed, but God knows best. God knows best. And it's numerous of people that can testify to the fact that, this door closed, and I was trying to figure out why.
Why? Yeah, why?
But after a while, God will show them why.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, oh, I see why that job didn't work out. Or I see why that relationship didn't work out. Or I see why this didn't work out or that didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? God was protecting you, or God had something better for you, or at the time you didn't understand it.
Yeah.
But over time, you was able to see, okay, this is why this happened. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, we don't understand everything that happens.
Yeah.
But that was, I didn't get back into the league, but like I said, I wasn't depressed or nothing like that. It was just, you know what I'm saying? I just thank God.
Yes.
And even and you got to realize, even to this day, thoughts will try to come to the point of where it says, you went to the NFL, but you really didn't accomplish a lot. And even to this day, I just say, I just thank God. I thank God. I thank God for what I did. I thank God for what I accomplished. I thank God at the end of the day, when you look at all the players that made it to the NFL, my name is on the list.
Your name is on the list, right? Yeah, absolutely.
And can't too many people say that.
My name on the list.
My name's on it's on there.
Yeah.
And so
and you were able to walk away, whole. You're able to walk away with,
That's it.
you're gonna get a retirement.
Yeah. And so like I said, and this is, we talk about my football journey, but
this can happen.
that can pertain to
anything.
Anything. And so, like I said, man, just be thankful.
And so we'll end it, and we'll end it with something that they can take away from this, something that they can gain from this, something that they can actually use in their everyday life. When life hits, you can't give up. When life hits, you have to just keep pressing forward, press toward the mark.
Right. And
you have to.
And when something ends, it can be because something else need to begin.
Yeah, something else. And the thing is, somebody out there needs you for something. Your life in here on this earth is not just to be here.
Right.
It's not, your life is not in vain.
Right.
You are valuable.
Right.
You are valuable.
That's right.
Yeah. So, and
just be encouraged, man, because you're going to make it.
You will make it.
I believe you're going to make it.
Hey, you got it. You got this. And through the grace, you will make it.
Yeah.
And that's all we have for you today. We hope this message has encouraged you in some way. Make sure that you follow us, subscribe to us, share this story with someone that you feel like that might need it. And we just thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for the next From the Game to Grace. We're out of here.
Thanks for listening to From the Game to Grace with Jarius and Candace Hayes. If today's episode encouraged you, challenged you, or just made you feel a little less alone, do us a favor. Subscribe, share it with someone who needs it, and leave a review to help more people find the show. You can follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Just search at From the Game to Grace. That's From the Game, the number 2, Grace. Remember, no matter what you've lost or where you've been, grace is always the next play. We'll see you next time.